swear, if I don't get my hair done before this ladies' day begins, the birds are gonna nest in it. I think they may have already nested in that hair, but let's get busy. We just have to work a miracle. Hey, oh my goodness. Hey, Tessa, what are you investing laughing about?
Well, let me tell you that Bessie just told me the name of all those ladies that have been working on the Ladies' Day for all the time. And Leslie, you will not believe the people that they put on that committee. Oh, my.
First, there are those two old gals, Charlotte Stigers and Ann Gray, paired with young whippersnappers, Angela Franz, Lindsay James, and Hannah Wilhelm, plus that gorgeous and smart Lisa Galloway. I mean, when you talk about a mixed-up group of girls, there you have it.
Oh, well, since that committee started meeting and planning, you will not believe that those two oldies started acting like that they were young and very witty.
I heard that Ann Gray even joined a gym thinking she can somehow start looking like she's 20 years younger. She told Charla that she feels like her body has gotten totally out of shape, so she got her doctor's permission to join a fitness club to start exercising. That's when she decided to take an aerobics class for seniors. She told Charla that she bent, twisted, jumped up and down, and perspired for an hour, but by the time she finally got her leotard on, the class was over.
Well, I just bet that's how they came up with that theme for their day. How do I fit in?
Actually, the theme is, where do I fit?
Well, Charla is no better, but I don't think she'll pass as a 20-something. Her mind is not as strong as it used to be.
I heard that too.
Here's what I heard happen the other night. Charla and her husband went to another couple's house for dinner, and after eating, the ladies went to the living room, and the men retreated to the kitchen. Well, Charla mentioned that the night before, she and her husband went to a new restaurant, and it was really great. She would highly recommend it to anyone. So one of the ladies asked, "What's the name of the restaurant?" Charla thought, and finally, she asked her friend, "What is the name of that place where everyone exercises? You know, where there's exercise bikes and elliptical machines."
Yeah.
Her friend looked at her and said, "Do you mean a gym?" And she said, "Yes, that is the word I was looking for." She then turned to the kitchen and yelled, "Jim, what is the name of that
Hey, Teresa, I saw you. You guys missed out about hearing about the ladies on that planning committee.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You would be surprised who's on it.
Well, I heard that one of the gals on that committee is Angela Franz, who I know very well. Angela is such a doll, and that husband of hers is so kind of handsome in the pilot uniform. Have you all heard of the jokes he tells his LOA group?
No.
Well, listen to this one. There are 5 people on an airplane. One claimed to be the world's smartest man. One claimed to be the world's richest man. The pilot, an old man, and then there was a young boy. So the dilemma was the plane was crashing towards Earth, and there were only 4 parachutes. those five started to argue who would get a shoe. The world's smartest man, the world's richest man, the pilot, an old man, or the boy. That's when the world's smartest man grabbed a parachute and proclaimed, "Well, since I'm the world's smartest man, I have many things yet to discover." And with that, he jumped out of the plane. Then the world's richest man, he said, "Well, I have more things to purchase to help other people." And so he grabbed a parachute and jumped. The pilot said, "Well, I have more planes to fly." And then he grabbed a parachute and jumped, leaving the old man and the young boy. The old man looked at the young boy and said, "Well, I lived a long life, and everything I have done so far, I deserve to go. You take the last parachute." The young boy answered, "Well, that's okay. The world's smartest man took my backpack." I know, but I just guess you have to worry a little bit about too many young gals on the church planning committee because, well, once I was on a committee with 5 young whippersnappers. Five. And they all just thought they knew everything. We were reviewing questions for LTC Bible Bowl and to see how many questions we, the committee, could get right. Well, anyway, when the question about where Solomon's temple was located, one of those young gals answered, "On the side of his temple."
Well, I know that there is one person on that committee we don't have to be worried about, and that person is that Lisa Galloway. I mean, she may be at the top of the ladder at that American bank,
Yeah,
but
she is,
Yeah.
Bank of America.
But I'll tell you, she does not mind using scripture at any point, even at a crisis time.
I hadn't heard about that.
Well, let me tell you, one time she was walking through the lobby of the bank, and she looked up, and this guy came in with a hood over his head, and he proceeded to rob the bank. And that Lisa, she looked at him straight in the eye, and she said, "Acts 2:38. He just froze in his steps. She just calmly called security. And when security got there, they were handcuffing him behind his back. That security guy said, "I just want to know, why did you just stand there when that lady yelled scripture?" He said, "Scripture? I thought she said she had an axe at 2:38. And you don't have to worry about the young gals in that committee.
Oh, good.
We have 2. They're really young and very pretty. They're very single. That is Wilhelm and that Lindsay James.
Yeah.
They are amazing. And the reason they're single is because they're so piggy. Especially what happened with that incident with those 2 new church guys. They came visiting Waterview. Now, those girls, they're not interested unless a guy is tall and handsome
And smart.
and smart.
Oh, yeah, smart.
And Christ-like.
Oh,
But the reason they are picky is because we had 2 gals, handsome gals, who came to visit Waterview. And boy, when they saw those 2 gals, they were crazy. She had enough time. They asked her for a date. And they decided, when they heard that they liked the football, well, they got tickets to the Dallas Cowboy game, even though they've never been to a football game.
oh, you're kidding.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me if those guys had never been to a football game? They must have not been from Texas.
Absolutely.
They were from New York City.
New York
Anyway, after the game, Lindsay looked at Dave and said, "What did you think about it?" And he said, "I thought it was pretty silly myself. I mean, fighting over a quarter." And she said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, first of the game, this guy threw up a quarter and the other team got it. And the rest of the game, his team kept yelling, 'Get the quarterback! Get the quarterback!'" Well, Hannah looked at her day and she again am I gonna accept a date from a newcomer guy, no matter how handsome he is.
Yeah.
Well, you ladies just crack me up every time y'all come into my beauty shop.
We try to do a
Well, you do a great job just cracking me up. I just love your sense of humor. However, just listening to you talk about how God is using those women on that ladies planning committee for that ladies day, it just got me wondering that, you know, if he can use those ladies, then maybe he could use me.